Hey you guys, it's your girl T, and there are so many Grinches just running around here this Christmas season. I got a crazy story that's coming out of wacky ass Washington D.C. So what happened is that there's a 50-year-old man named Xavier Hawkins, and every year for the past 22 years, him and his company, they go to the hood and he dresses up like Santa Claus and they hand out toys. Well, somebody was upset, somebody had some type of vendetta against him, and they decided to shoot him in the back with a pellet gun. This situation is just ratchet. I'm going to go ahead and play you guys his reaction first, and then I'm going to go ahead and play you guys a news clip. Go ahead and check this out.
Oh, man, this is awesome, though. Whoa, yes. Merry. Ah. 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 Somebody just shot me. Ah. Something hit me in the back. Yeah. Ah.
You got shot?
Something in my back. My back. Somebody just shot me with a pellet gun. Ah. Ah. Ah.
Call 911.
Ah.
Call 911.
Ah. My back. Ah, my back. Ah.
You want me to call 911?
My back, right over here. My back, something shot me right there.
Right here?
Right there.
Right up here?
Right there. Ah, right there.
Right there?
Ah.
You want me to call 911 for you, sir?
Ah. Ah.
Here, Daddy?
Oh, there's a pellet gun. That's a pellet gun. Someone's shooting. Someone just shot me with a pellet gun.
Yeah.
Ah. They're shooting.
Pellet gun.
Ah.
I heard something shoot.
Right there. That's where they shot me at. That's where they shot me, right there. Ah. Ow.
There's a kid out the window.
Ah.
Out the window.
Ah.
Somebody go get a car.
Okay, so you guys just saw his reaction. I'm not gonna lie, when I first watched this, I laughed because his reaction was so funny. Even though the whole situation was just wrong, it was ratchet, but I couldn't help but think of Riley from the Boondocks when I seen him bent over in pain and screaming and hollering, because it just reminded me when Riley was beefing with Santa Claus and he kept trying to make Santa pay what he owed, and that's what I kept thinking about when I seen this whole little situation. But then when the news sat down to really interview this man, and I realized, you know what, it wasn't just some fluke. This was a really, really messed up situation. So now I'm going to go ahead and play you guys a news clip, and I'll come back with the rest of my comments.
A rough start to Christmas Eve for one of Santa's helpers. A man dressed as Santa Claus was shot in the back with a pellet gun today as he waved to children during his company's annual toy giveaway.
He was leading the way down Stevens Road Southeast when someone fired as many as 3 shots. Fox 5's Paul Wagner joins us live from the newsroom tonight with this unbelievable story, Paul.
Well, Tony and Audrey, first of all, you need to know Xavier Hawkins is doing okay tonight. I talked to him on the phone. He says he's very thankful he was hit and not any of the children who were around him. The 50-year-old was briefly hospitalized before being released earlier this afternoon. He works for Interstate Van Lines and was playing the role he has played for the last 7 years when someone tried to ruin his Christmas. That's Xavier as he looked in his Santa suit last Christmas Eve delivering toys to needy kids in the Berry Farm section of Southeast. For 22 years, Interstate Van Lines has worked with the Marines to make Christmas just a little bit brighter for the children who live there. But just after 9 o'clock this morning, someone tried to darken the day.
By the time I got to the fire trucks and they took the Santa jacket off, there was a hole in my back, in my another layer of clothes I had under. So that changed everything for me. And then they pulled up my shirt, my other layer, and there was a hole in that. So now once they pulled my tank top all the way up to my skin, it was blood.
Xavier Hawkins talked to us by phone a few minutes after his release from the hospital.
Thank God it happened to me, and it didn't happen to no other kids who were out there alongside, doing a good deed for the community.
The shooting did not stop the giveaway. All the toys were handed out, and the ones who were not at home when the trucks came through got their toys at a nearby community center.
This is really a shock to us what happened right now.
I mean, Christmas Eve and Santa Claus. Why would someone want to do something like that?
I don't know. That's the answer I would like to know, too. What was on their mind? Hatred or what? To do something to reach out to the families and children in need.
Linda Miller and Nella Peterson are the organizers of the giveaway, both of them heartsick over the shooting.
It's a lot of sadness, which is, I understand because of the children, and they love Santa. So,
Yeah. Wow.
Hopefully it'll get better.
Others were furious with what happened.
If y'all go to the hospital and interview him and let him know on behalf of Bird Farm residents, we are sorry for having the Santa Claus today.
The sponsor of the giveaway, Interstate Van Lines, says they have never had an incident like this in the 22 years they've been doing the giveaway, and they vow to be back again next year.
D.C. police say there were no direct witnesses to the assault, so they have no description of a shooter, and at this point they're still not even sure where the pellets were fired from. Tony and Audrey.
Thank you very much, Paul.
Watch a news clip, and this whole situation is sad, and this is why folks don't like to come to the hood. This is why folks don't like to help hood people, because folks don't appreciate shit that people do for them. This man was going out his way, you know what I'm saying, him and his company were coming to bring these people in this community free toys, and somebody thought it was okay to shoot them with a pellet gun, and a lot of folks are saying, well, it's just a pellet gun, it's just a BB gun. Those guns cause a lot of damage, and they do hurt. I got shot with a BB gun when I was like 16 in the back of my leg because somebody thought it was funny, and I still have a scar to this day. It's not funny, it hurts like hell, and it takes time to heal, and thank goodness that it didn't end up, disabling this man or, hitting his spinal cord, or what if it would have hit somebody in the back of their head. There have been cases of people, who were severely damaged by pellet guns and even killed by pellet guns. So I think the severity of the situation is sad. It makes it kind of funny because it's Santa Claus and the way it went down, and everybody was thinking about the boondocks, but when you put the whole situation in perspective and you see that this man was really trying to help his community and that he was doing nothing wrong, it does make it sad, and it's sad that somebody would think that it was okay to shoot this man for absolutely no reason at all. The police are saying that they don't have a suspect, they don't know who shot, they don't know which window it came out of, but I believe the suspect is about 3'1". He has braids, he's caramel complexion, and his name is Riley. So anyways, go ahead, leave a comment. Let me know your thoughts on this whole wacky-ass situation that's coming out of wacky-ass Washington, D.C. All right, deuces.